welcome back to Cooking with Kylie.
And Kylie.
You can see we're in St Paddys Day gear.
St Paddys Day! Woo! Yay!
We have our little leprechauns.
And our hats, good luck hats.
And a 4-leaf clover for good luck.
Because we're lucky ladies.
We're lucky. We are lucky ladies.
Lucky ladies.
So tonight we're going to make bangers and mash with a Guinness gravy and Kyle's.
I found a couple of different cocktails this time around. Today we're going to start, don't know how this one's going to go down, but we're going to try Guinness and champagne. Kyle's and I already had one before we started. But
we had a champagne, not
champagne.
This cocktail is called Black Velvet. So we have never had the Black Velvet before.
And I have to just let you know, we had a Chad and we had Corey last time, or Cody. Sorry, we had Chad and Cody, but I dumped Cody and I found a Brad. I like Brad.
We have Brad and Chad.
Keeping Chad and Brad.
Kylie and Kylie have Brad and Chad.
Correct.
And in real life, we have Dan and Dean. So
go
figure.
That's right. So we had to keep it in. All right. So this particular cocktail is called a Black Velvet, and it's super easy. Don't know if it's going to taste very good, but oh, it's almost a boy. It is a boy. We're doing equal parts Guinness. I'm gonna just make this a little one because I don't know how this is going to go down. Little equal parts Guinness to equal parts champagne.
And just a little fun fact, they say to drink Guinness at room temperature, and that always sounded gross to me until I went to Ireland. And I was walking around Dublin and it was cold and it was rainy, and I came back into the pub and I ordered a Guinness because I figured I'm in Ireland, why not? And it was served at room temperature and it was perfect.
Delicious.
And it warms you up.
The Guinness factory in Ireland. That's a boy. Whoopsies.
He's drowning, poor Brad. Poor Brad. His face is in it. So cheers.
Love.
St Paddys Day.
Cheers to St Paddys.
We'll tell you how it is. Well, she will because she's got a true one.
It's not terrible.
I just got bubbles.
Can you try?
Sure.
Try. It's not terrible. It's actually pretty good. First drink. Big Guinness. Black Velvet.
That is surprisingly not bad.
Good.
We were very skeptical about this one.
I was actually thinking I'd take one sip and chuck it in the sink.
Yeah.
But
it's actually
not bad.
So give it a try.
It's not
Black
bad.
Velvet. Equal parts champagne, equal parts Guinness. So let's get cooking.
all right, so what do we got going on here today, Kyle?
So I've just got some olive oil in the pan and I'm going to throw these bangers in there and get them browning. And while that happens, we're going to shoot the shit, as we say.
Shoot the shit again. Because that's what we do best, shooting the shit. So, fun fact, Paddy's Day started around the 17th century, commemorating good old St Patrick, who brought Christianity to Ireland way back when. So originally it was a religious feast. That's what St Paddy's Day was actually all about to begin with. But now it's kind of evolved into, around the world, has taken on the culture of the Irish culture, of celebrating the Irish culture, the music, the beautiful food, and the wearing green.
And it's interesting, when I was in Ireland, I was talking to an Irish fella, and he said that they really don't make a big deal of it over there. It's more the rest of the world. It's a reason to have a party, have some corned beef and cabbage. And we did consider making that today, but in our research,
found out that corned beef was actually produced in America. So it's not actually an Irish thing.
So bangers and mash it is with Guinness gravy. Cheers to that.
Brad and Chad.
Brad and Chad.
Also, fun fact, the Saints used to wear blue. So the green didn't come around until... There is a fact about that. So, rechecked the book of facts. Apparently, a century later, in the late 18th century, they changed the colour from blue to green because of the Irish independence movement. So there you go.
There you go.
Also, another fun fact, which you can't believe, I can't believe.
Right, this was shocking to us.
Paddy's Day used to be a dry celebration. Can you believe that?
Pubs were closed until the 1970s.
Crazy.
Yep.
Can't believe it. Now it's one of the biggest celebrated
It's a boozy day. It really is. For
Correct.
most people, it's a boozy day. How many of you had green beer, green wine,
Green
on
mashed
St-
potatoes,
on St Paddys Day?
green
Yeah.
food everywhere.
Speaking of mashed potatoes, I do have them boiling. They're about to boil over. They're boiling away. We're going to mash them up soon.
Yep.
The sausages are sizzling away. And yeah, we're just going to chat some more.
So we found some words that are kind of similar from English versus Irish. And plus, I mean, there's a lot of Australians that have Irish, Scottish descent. I'm one of them.
Yes.
Are you one of them?
Oh yeah,
Should
Welsh.
Oh, yeah, there too.
Okay, because you know Australia is a prisoner island. All the convicts went there from England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales. So
Yep.
most of us have that kind of background and heritage.
Yeah.
So anyway, we found some interesting
Words.
words,
That are
slang.
similar.
Yeah. So in Australia, if someone gets maggot, it means they're drunk, they're wasted.
Really drunk.
Whereas in Ireland,
If you're acting the maggot, it means that you're acting a fool, being silly, being an
idiot.
dick.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. Maggot has
Yeah,
many
different meanings.
different meanings around the world.
Correct.
But there we go.
What about what's the crack? What's the crack? What's going on in Ireland? What's going on? What's the crack? In Australia, we say we're having a
We're
crack,
having a crack, which
meaning
we're trying. We're having a go.
giving it a go.
Giving it a whirl, which is what we're doing.
That's another good word.
That's
Giving
what,
it a whirl.
that's what we're doing with this show, right? We're giving it a whirl. You know,
Yes, we are.
we learned a lot in
We're
our
giving it a
last
crack and we're giving
episode.
it a whirl.
Yes, we learned a lot from our last episode, so we're trying to do better. Even though the
Right.
food's cooking behind us right now, you can't see much.
So we'll move the camera in a sec.
Yes, exactly. And hopefully you can hear us now because we have a microphone.
Well, plus we got rid of the husbands. So
Yeah.
they're gone for the night.
Cheers!
She's my husbands for the night. Sorry, honey.
Yeah, we love you, Dan, too. We love our Brad and Chad too. So. We try to start at the pecs and work our way down. Yeah.
This one went down super quick, gotta say.
So again,
I like it.
like velvet. Who would have thought?
You would have thought, oh my god, the other night I got told the most disgusting drink I think I've ever heard of in my life. Because we were talking about Dean and my recent trip back to Penn State to see Locke. Locke just recently turned 21. So we went back
her
there.
son. They were
My
the
eldest.
oldest son.
So we went back there to celebrate 21 with him and his mates over there. Good God, these kids can drink. We used to be able to drink too, but can't now. Good God, bloody Jaeger bomb shots, I've got to say. If I had 2, I had freaking 20. Insane. Insane. But anyway, so fast forward to me telling a couple of the mums the other night at one of the lacrosse games I was at, telling them about all the Jaeger bomb shots that we had to have. And she said that in her college days, she used to drink Jameson and pickle juice. Ew.
No, that does not sound good. Mind you, this didn't sound good. This combo didn't sound good either.
So
you never know.
I guess I got to try it
Yeah.
because, yeah, you're right. This combo doesn't sound good, but it actually went down pretty good. So
Not too bad.
but the pickle juice, I don't know. Okay, people. So we're moving drinks. We're changing drinks, but I just wanted to let everybody know about this little fun fact that we have in Australia. Champers, if you don't finish the bottle and you want to keep your bubbles, little silver spoon, people, go a long way. Just whack it in the top. Voila. It keeps the bubbles because the bubbles react with the metal, and hence you can leave this for a couple days and seriously the bubbles retain in your champers.
Yep.
Good cool fact.
Fun facts.
So moving on to our next cool drink, the Guinness martini this time around. So martini glasses with our little fellas.
Our little fellas.
We have a little espresso shots. Now, Carl's doesn't do caffeine, so I have a little caffeine espresso, like single espresso, sorry, and she has her little decaffeinated one. So that is going in. I've got a little glass of ice because that's going to go into the shaker. Ice into the shaker. So we have rum. It's a dark rum. We just picked this one because it sounded good. Well, I had Captain Morgan's here, but then it said it was a spice rum, and we both went, ew, gross. Not in this martini. So it said 50 mils of rum. I am just going to do a shot glass of rum. That's going to be our 50 mils. And then it's 25 mils, which is going to be, you know, half a shot glass of vodka going in. I'm just going to, well, you know, I have a heavy hand, so I'm sorry if it ends up.
It's usually a full shot glass. Oh, you did. You succeeded.
Well, first drink.
Good
So,
job.
you know,
Yeah.
it gets heavy-handed as we go on in the night. And then Kahlua. It did say creme of de cacao. Creme de cacao. We couldn't find it.
No.
So we just looked for a substitute and we're putting Kahlua because we have that. And I like Kahlua as well. I don't know, maybe you could use Bailey's. Oh, see, that's
It's a little heavy, but
that's
that's okay.
Alright, and then 2 shot glasses of your Guinness. It said 100 mils, so obviously just double the shot glass. 100 mil. Alright, it said to spoon it, not shake it. So use a spoon until the glass gets cold. Now let's see how much I can spill of this. Yeah. Nice. It smells good.
Good job.
This is an espresso martini. I'm sorry.
But with Guinness in it.
With Guinness.
Guinness. So let's
Here we go.
let's give this one a whirl, Carl.
Let's give this one a burl. Come on, Chad.
Cheers.
Brad.
Oh,
Let's go.
I'm at abs.
You're
Oh,
next.
you-
Sorry. I
rip
gave
me
you
off.
I gave you a low tide.
Rip me
I'm low tighter. Sorry.
Alright.
Oh, yum.
Oh wow,
Yum.
that is
That's really
delicious.
good. I like this.
Again, who would have thought Guinness
Mm.
with champagne would be good, or Guinness with Guinness with coffee makes sense because there's a lot of caramel flavoring in Guinness.
True.
But this is good. Give it a burl.
You like.
Give it a shot.
That is really good.
Yeah.
That's great.
2 thumbs up from the Kylies.
That's great.
That's really good. That's a good one.
Great. All right.
So moving back to some Irish trivia, would you call it? So I guess apparently, if all our research is correct, there are no snakes in Ireland.
Too cold.
And us Aussie girls grew up in the land of snakes. The 10 deadliest snakes in the world are in Australia.
Yep.
My sister lives on 2 acres and
I was from Caboolture.
I'm not from Caboolture. You're not allowed to say that. I was born in Redcliffe and I've lived all over Australia because my dad was in the Navy. So anyway, my sister lives on 2 acres.
Sore point, obviously. Caboolture. Sore point.
It's not. It's not.
It's
Anyway.
like our other mate, Ando, who comes from Toowoomba.
Toowoomba's.
That's also a sore point.
Oh no, that's a beautiful part of the world. Anyway, my sister lives on 2 acres, and they get brown snakes, they get taipans, they get they're deadly snakes. So they have to keep an eye out. And yeah, it blew my mind when we found out that Ireland doesn't have any snakes. It's like,
Zero.
how can that be?
I could move there for that reason alone because I can't stand snakes. Oh my god. It's one of my massive fears in life. As well as bloody rats and mice. Oh my god. I had a little critter one night. And of course, it always happens when your husband's away travelling. Dad was away. I came down one night to get I had to let the dogs out. So I had to come downstairs and let the dogs out. And I hear this little scurrying. I just go, oh my god. And I turn on the light. And this bloody mouse, just this big, mind you, was freaking massive.
You sure it wasn't a rat?
Oh, well, you know, maybe it might. Maybe it was. It was like
That's
the girth on it was like fucking rat as well. It was
That's good.
massive. Anyway, so this thing's scurrying along my kitchen bench here. I'm just freaked. I go, "Ah," as you do, because I can't stand them anyway. And yep, scream like a girl, 100%. If I could turn this camera around, you've got no idea. This thing scurried up through my cabinets and then it had to hide to come back down on the other side of my fridge. So at 2 o'clock in the morning, I had the tape out, the packing tape. I've got the packing tape out and I'm masking tape everywhere. So I still have it under my fridge now. You can see it. It's still there. I got rid of the rat, don't you worry. I went and got the bait and everything, so sorry people, but yeah, no, it ate it and it scurried away and I've never been seen since, but it's disgusting.
Yeah, rodents are no fun. I mean, if they're your pet, that's fine, but when you just find one roaming around your house, that's not fun.
You know what happened the other time as well? Oh my god, my other story. I was sitting out the back on just sitting out the back on the steps, talking to Dean on the phone, and all of a sudden this fucking bird dropped a rat like right next to me. So a hawk must have had it in its claws, and this rat just gone right next to me. I went, again.
That's a nice little gift for you.
What the hell? Oh my god. So thankfully Dad was over here, and I said, Dad, you have to deal with this. I can't.
So before we go much further with this, we're both at Pecker, which is rare for us to be at the same point at the same time.
Same level.
Brad and Chad.
Cheers to Peckers.
Cheers to Peckers, girlfriend.
Cheers to Peckers.
We love our Peckers.
Yes, we do.
Moving right along to our potatoes. We've boiled them. They're soft. They're fork tender. Now I'm going to add a bunch of butter.
Fork tender. For fork's sakes.
For fork's sake, fork tender. And I did add some butter earlier to let it melt, so I didn't have to make you stand here and sit here and wait as I did it. To that, I'm going to add some half and half. And
do we even have that in Australia?
we couldn't remember. I haven't lived there for 26 years. I go to visit all the time, but I don't remember. So our
I
Aussie
remember
friends
seeing it.
and
Help
family,
us out. We don't know. It's a big thing here.
do we have half anymore?
It makes you feel like you're doing your body a favour, but are you really?
I eyeball everything. There's no measurements for this. It's, you know, you get a matter and then you mash it. It's not rocket science. It's easy. But the most important thing, which I said last episode, you got to season your food, people.
Yep.
You got, and simple. There's so much flavor in the butter, but we need salt.
Yep.
No, I'm gonna taste it. And again, taste your food, people. Season and taste your food. And
She's the cook.
then you'll know what you need, what you don't need.
Correct.
So, and then you just smash away.
And did you know the black pepper, or pepper in general, when you put that into your food, helps you retain the nutrients of the food that you're eating?
I did not know that. Fun fact! Another fun fact!
I told to cook something! I love that!
You did!
Yeah!
Yum yum!
It's like when you have turmeric, you gotta have it with black pepper because otherwise it doesn't go in your body.
Good. Do you have a wooden spoon, Kyle? Sorry, we should have got that beforehand. Oh, that's a good...
Wooden spoon that I got chased around my dining room table when I was like little by my mum.
Did anybody else get spanked with a wooden spoon?
In Australia? Of course you did. Of course you did.
We had a stick called Milo. Remember the ad? What a difference Milo makes?
No way!
It was seriously Sharpied on their Milo, and it sat on top of the fridge, so it was in plain view at all times.
That's hilarious.
It was like, I'm paying attention.
Smiley's coming for you if you don't behave. That's hilarious. My mum broke her wooden spoon because my brother and I were being idiots, and of course she's trying to discipline, and we're doing laps around the dining room table, and here's my mum chasing us with a wooden spoon around the dining room table as my brother and I cracking up.
Shout out to Gab, by the way.
To Gab, my brother.
Brother Gab.
And then mum goes, rat, you too. She's done that. Some handles flung in one direction, the other one's still in her hand, and she's gone. We're like cracking up, going, oh my god.
Escaped that one.
Discipline's gone.
So here's another tip. I learned this from my mother-in-law, actually. After I've mashed it, I love to get a wooden spoon and stir it around. It kind of just whips it up and makes it smooth. And a plop did fall over the side, and I tasted it and needed a little more salt. A little more salt and pepper. Because potatoes don't, as you know, don't have much flavor, so
Yeah.
add. Yep, so our taters are done now, so we'll just set those to the side. Keep them warm. Maybe we'll stick them in the oven, keep them warm while we finish our sausages and move on to
Bangers.
the gravy.
Sausages. Snags.
We forgot to say that, yeah, for those of you that don't know what bangers are, they're sausages.
Or snags.
Yeah, snags. Yeah, and
I've had snags on the barbie.
I found this English variety at the store that I love to get because it's the closest thing that we have at home in Australia to bangers. So that's what we're using today.
Can't beat a good old Aussie sausage though.
I know. On the barbie.
They're good.
We don't put shrimp on the barbie, we put sausages on the barbie.
We do.
Alright guys, new camera angle. So I'm at the rim, about to...
Rimming.
I am at the rim of the pan. We're trying to get the best camera angle, so work with us. So what I'm going to do right now...
Rimming.
What the hell? I didn't have the pan on. It was hot. Okay, so we've got all the crusty bits in here from the sausages. This is what we cook the sausages in. All the little brown bits are in the bottom. So we're going to deglaze the pan with some Guinness. For St Paddys Day. And I hope the pan is going to be hot enough. Oh, there we go.
Sizzling.
Sizzling, sizzling. Again, I'm just eyeballing everything.
Sizzling.
We're going to add some beef broth. And we really want to bring that up to a boil. And we're going to reduce it because when you reduce liquids, the flavors intensify. So we're going to have a tasty gravy. To that, I'm going to add some Worcestershire. How do you say it?
I don't know. Worcestershire.
Just-
How do I say water? I don't know. Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
Water. Worcestershire.
Water. Same.
And then the usual, season your food, people.
Love it.
So some salt. Just a little bit to start with. Again, taste it and see what you need.
Love it.
I like black pepper, so we're gonna add a fair bit. And then just use your wooden spoon to scrape up all those brown bits off the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Incorporate it into your gravy. It's gonna be delicious. And as I said, I'm eyeballing it, so I'm looking at this thinking I need a little more liquid. So I'm gonna add a little more beef broth. A little bit of both, because it's St Paddys Day, so we gotta have
More Guinness.
both. And then we're just gonna let this reduce. So it's gonna come down in quantity a little bit and increase in flavor.
How long do you simmer for?
Gosh,
Eyeball.
eyeball it. Yeah, I just eyeball it. I can't tell you. Okay, so this is reduced. Now it's time to thicken the gravy. So I find it the cheater way. Old school, my mum used to put flour right in there and scrape it up, and I always get lumps. So I make a slurry, which is equal parts water and flour. And then I just shake it up to get it all mixed up. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. And I just shake it up to get it all mixed. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake.
Shake your booty.
She's a
Shake your booty.
So now I'm just going to add this slurry to the liquid in here, and it's just going to thicken. Slowly but surely thicken. Sometimes it gets a little lumpy. I'm just kind of doing. What the hell? That doesn't usually happen. But if that happens, you just get a whisk. Get a whisk and whisk it out. Not a big deal. And you just add a little bit by little bit until it's the consistency you want. Thank you, my sous chef.
Love it.
My crazy sous chef. Do you have a song about whisking? A dance? She has a dance. Of course she's dancing. She's dancing to the sound of my whisking. She's out of.
There's always a dance.
She's out of shot, but she is. Oh my gosh. So when we go out, we came up. Her nickname has always been Trouble, and then mine is Debauchery. So Trouble and Debauchery. It's been a while. We went to Vegas. I mean, it was years ago. That's when we came up with my debauchery name. That was fun. If you've never been to Vegas, go, and I recommend going with this one because she's fun.
What are you doing with the peas over there, Cass?
You want to show them the peas?
I do.
Peas, please. We need to turn it up a little bit. I turned it down. So we're having
peas.
Yeah, we got some peas going. Nothing exciting. This really isn't a very exciting to dinner to a lot of people, but it's comfort food for me.
And for me.
And yeah, it's something we grew up on in Australia, but it is Irish as well. We are, as I said, we are descendants of...
Sorry, I chopped your head off.
It's okay. We are descendants of the Europeans, so
Yes, we are.
we have similar foods. All right, so we're looking good. We're kind of at the consistency we want. Our peas are about to overflow, so we turn those down. And then we have to taste to know. Spot on. Doesn't need anything.
Double thumbs
Yep.
up.
So now all our food is done. All we need to do is plate up and we'll get back to you with it. All right, guys, so here you have it. Bangers and mash with Guinness gravy and peas on the side. Delicious. So
But wait, girlfriend, I'm at Pekka.
oh, shit.
You're at abs.
I'm still at abs.
You need to drink.
Okay. All right. You got
Cheers.
me. You got me. Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for joining us again. Cooking with Kylie
and Kylie. Signing off with Vegemite Smiles. Love ya.
Cheers.